Junji Ito's Uzumaki is a very well-known horror manga that even if you have not read it, you may have seen pictures of it before scoured out on the internet. A lot of people have taken inspiration from it, and you know, Junji Ito overall is a very, inspirational guy in terms of his horror stuff. Although this is me having not read his latest works in a very long time, so feel free to correct me on that on his latest horrors, although I do feel like his greatest horror of all was introducing us to his NFT. But we're not gonna talk about that horror. We are here for the anime adaptation of Uzumaki. I do very much enjoy this series. I also enjoyed his Gyo series, or Gyo, if you want to, I believe that is the proper pronunciation, but I always end up saying Gyo as a kid, so it stuck with me. The adaptation of his series, whether it's into an anime or into a live action, I feel like often fall short. The biggest example is Gyo itself, this movie, and the freaking meme that is the Garchomp meme. So I'm coming into this anime with caution. I believe that this anime is kind of in black and white just from the screenshots that I've seen of the trailer, but I'm not super sure if they're taking this as like a manga style adaptation where they're just animating the manga panels, kind of like with that certain other anime about like the Yakuza husband. I can't remember the name of it exactly, but if that's kind of how they're gonna do with that animation, I will definitely be very disappointed. But if they're just gonna go for a black and white adaptation to just, you know, really showing it feels like the manga is coming to life and not the other way around, it would be really, it would be a very interesting adaptation, but we'll just have to find out when we see it. Full lengths are on Patreon and early access in the YouTube membership. Other than that, let's get started. Kudos. Oh, wow. I actually really enjoy this, the way that it feels. We've literally just started. I'm just like, wow, I really enjoy. Wow, this really does feel like the manga is coming out to life and not in the other way of like the way of the husband. Spirals everywhere. I do want the music to just start spiraling. That would be really nice. It does feel like it's going in a bit of a spiral, the music. Shuichi. Oh, damn, got a spiral out there in the clouds. Sky, I mean. Oh, got to see little spirals out there. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the spirals. Spirals everywhere. Haven't you noticed what's happening here? Even the wind, it's blowing in a spiral. Oh, God. In whirlwinds here recently. Studying what? Spirals. Of course. Just everything that has like a spiral forms on it. Even the light is like a spiral. It starts spinning in spirals. She's trying to do it. There weren't spiral fish cakes in his miso soup, and he just spins it. But like, what happens when it like stops making spirals? Is he's just gonna like a spiral? Ho-ho! Oh wow, just a random whirlwind. That's all I can think about these days. Uh-oh. The art of the spiral. Huh. Yeah, the animation almost looks like it's a rotoscope. Oh, Azami. Oh, oh. She's got a moon on her. Press this boy I had a crush on. We all ended up becoming closer friends. Every boy I've ever had a crush has liked me too. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Just got some weirdo staring. Oh, just got boys just standing there. I could feel your spiral somewhere in there. That girl is a spiral. Be careful. But I don't really need any more. Are you gonna pay him at least? Look at him wearing us. You can manifest spirals yourself. God, that's a big fucking tongue, dude. Who is this guy with a... Oh! Oh! Uh-oh. But you, why are you the only one who... Well, first of all, he's, Kirie's boyfriend, so, like, fucking chill out? It's having the opposite effect on him. It's a spiral now! The ends of your scar have grown out. Spiral contamination. When I can't stop thinking about you. Well, you know, Shuichi, maybe you should get out of this town before it's too late. Seems like you're getting fucking driven crazy. Oh. Oh, we're at a funeral. What happened to this man? Put him in the incinerator. Oh, is it gonna come out as a spiral? Except for that thing that the man just gave. Yeah. Broke every bone in his body until he died. Huh, very interesting that she's got all these dots on her. Oh my god, that is almost mesmerizing and also hurts my eyes to look at. It's the ultimate art, dude! I can see him so clearly. Even when he's dead, he's making spirals and smiling. Hey, you know, he died doing what he loved. So the smoke's just going into the dragonfly pond. The funeral? For crashing the funeral? Worry about her or Shuichi? Oh. Hey girl, where you going? There's a giant spiral in your head! A spiral in her bun! I need to stop saying, oh, like a spiral, but like this whole show literally does it, so... Ooh, he'll do anything for you, huh? Oh my god, there's even spiral at the school! What next? The rain is gonna start spiraling! It's the fucking frog boy out here. Only show up to class when it's pouring. Oh, isn't it because he's just sweating out here? Oh, his feet is like filled with water. Oh shit! Oh, just fucking dragging his naked ass out. Oh, he's got a spiral in his back. Back to the hospital. Do you guys shave her head or does she like rip out her hair? Yeah, like put hats on and gloves on them? Cause like, oh, because like there's spirals in your fingerprints. Okay. Her own hair whirl. Okay. Oh, and then she cuts her hands because there's... Oh! Oh! She sees her husband. No, become one with a spiral with me. Oh. Oh, just you wait until she finds about a fucking spiral inside her body or something. That was a nice scenery. Oh. Oh, here's Azami. Where you been, huh? Oh, I wonder why. Oh. Well, it seems like you no longer have a right eye, so there's nothing to worry about there. Just turn into a spiral. Oh my god, you just... There's not even a part of a head there anymore. Oh, she got this guy to... It's a very nice outline for them. Because, you know, it's black and white and they're in a black scene, so they have a white outline on it. Oh shit, look at her walking menacingly. How could she see? She lost her other eye. God, there's just no fucking... Try touching the spiral. There you go. Yeah, poke your head into it. Poke your... Oh my god, her stomach! Whoa! He's up in the trees. By the spiral! Oh my god. It's just eating herself. Ooh! Well, you know, at least it's a problem that clean itself. Oh, the way that... Oh my god, I just left the marking of her of her legs. It's like a chicken wing. If I were sent into the spiral. Them snails, dude! The snails! They're the one who started this whole thing. Alright. What an opener, that's for sure. I will say. I remember that it's very heavy on the whole Uzumaki stuff. And like, when you read through the manga, it's just like, okay, you know, this is the whole thing. It's so funny to see it, like, animated though, and it's just they're all talking about spirals, and it like, you know, some people could be like, okay, I get it, it's fucking spirals. What's so scary about spirals, right? But I will say that picture, that image of Shuichi's dad, after he get cremated, and eerie music, and he, yeah, and like his smoke goes into a spiral, right? That's when like you see this big picture of a spiral. Oh my god, dude, it fucking hurt my eyes just looking at it, like, but also something almost a little mesmerizing, you know? But like that's also why we have this whole thing, the idea of hypnotizing, and when it comes to hypnotizing, it would go, and like, you know, the idea of brainwashing as well, it kind of goes into a spiral. It's that picture of that spiral going around and around, and that hits you, that basically just, you know, gets you, like, gets you dizzy, right? That feeling of dizziness. So I don't know where I was going with that, actually. I got distracted by the eerie music for a second there, but yeah, I will say the whole first thing right here, introducing you to the spiral, and I'm just lost for words. I will say that when it comes to certain parts of the anime, you know, again, I do find it very funny that like, oh, spiral related stuff, but then you can kind of feel like things are going a little fast, you know, like with like the whole thing with Azami and like seeing Shuichi, and she's just like, whoa, this boy who everybody else likes me, but this boy for some reason runs away from me. I wonder why. I'm thinking about you all the time. Right? It's just like, what the hell's going on, you know? And like, but like the thing with her dad, his dad, I mean Shuichi's dad, I mean the idea, you know, like I do feel like when it comes to like Uzumaki and like body horror, the idea of just somebody fucking doing this to themselves, right? Getting, turning into, what is it? Putting themselves in a tub and just forming into a fucking spiral until they break every single bone of their body. Oh, dude, like, this imagery is just absolute fucked. Like, holy shit, dude. And, like, the thing that I like about Junji Ito's work is that it makes me think about the idea of this, you know, like, the feeling of crushing your bones and in order to turn into a spiral. It's horrifying. And as I made mention, when everybody's like, oh, look up, right? And you see this spiral. Holy shit, dude. This spiral, again, hurts my eyes, but also all mesmerizing. And it's, oh, dude. And so far, I really enjoy the fact that they're doing this in a black and white sort of animation. And again, it really feels like some of it feels like it's rotoscope, because like the animations are so smooth. But it's some good shit, you know, and then like the whole spiral thing again with Azami, you know, you're just like, it's suddenly turning into a fucking spiral. Like, what the hell is going on, right? It also kind of showcases that not only is the spiral just appearing out of nowhere, it's like appearing on her body and just sucking her up entirely. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then the fact that his mom, right, starts seeing spirals and everything, and she just starts fucking freaking out. And eventually she, oh my god, I had to get right to this picture actually. Right, she started seeing spirals and everything, and she sees the spirals in her fingerprints. And she's just like, all right, gotta chop these spirals off, because she hears her husband, and her husband's just like, hey, come to the spiral with me, you know? So she literally fucking sees all that. Oh, and then they just show her just like, let me just casually snip it right off my fingers. Like, what the fuck, dude? What in the absolute fuck? This is a really good night picture. I really enjoy that one. And then, of course, we've got this iconic picture of Azami when she goes and she shows this this face of hers, right? Like, this is the picture that like you may have seen on the internet just spiraling around. Even if you haven't read the manga before, right? This picture. Holy shit, dude. What a good fucking body horror. And then like her eyes just like, woo, just starts going into oh, there it goes, down the fucking toilet. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I really enjoy this imagery. Oh, dude, and then you see like the outside, like how like the flesh is like kind of like poking out in the spiral. Ooh. I don't know how she's managed to like walk and see anyways, considering that her whole face is just a giant spiral and like there's just a big fucking missing part right here. Like, what the hell? I will say, with her, like, just sucking this guy up because he's a fucking moron, decided to put his hand in the spiral. Why did he do this? You fucking idiot. Well, actually, I know why. Because the spiral pulls him in, right? As he says, something about you attracts me, pulls me to you. So, it's that whole thing. Oh, and you see, like, his body, like, going through her neck? Oh, dude, it's not the fact that he's getting sucked in. It's the fact that her body is, like, it's, like, getting bigger for that shit. Like, oh, and then she's also moving in a spiral? Oh, oh my god. But, I will say, this whole first part of Uzumaki, not exactly the strongest, but it does certainly pulls you into the idea of a spiral. And hopefully, once we get episode 2, episode 3, because there are certain parts in Uzumaki that, like, fucking stays in my head for a very long time. And so, I'm excited, but also very scared to see what Uzumaki, what the later parts of Uzumaki has in store. But, I'm gonna say, it starts in the hospital. But I can't wait, but I also am willing to wait for it. Because I don't want to see it, but I also want to see it, yo. Oh, goodness gracious. But, yeah, the beginning of the spiral. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know, I do think that it's still very fun to just be like, oh, it's a spiral. Woohoo, you know? So, I feel like that's how this whole episode started. So, yeah, I, can't wait for next episode. And we'll just have to see what we have in store. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. And that's it. Bye.